Co-chair.
This evening, speaking as a Christian preacher, a biblical scholar, a mom of two amazing New York City public school kids that are here at this mass meeting, a long-time anti-poverty activist, someone who has experienced poverty firsthand myself. I can think of nowhere more powerful to be than right at the center, the heart of Wall Street, the day after Palm Sunday, the anniversary of that original Moral Monday. Nowhere that freedom fighters should be turning over tables of injustice, disrupting, unsettling our complacent national life. Nowhere that the good news of living wages and health care and clean water and education and voting rights must be declared. Nowhere I would rather cry out, everybody's got a right to live. Somebody's been hurting our people. It's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore. Being here on our march and this mass meeting reminds me of my favorite Bible passage from Luke, from the story of Palm Sunday, when that mighty mule train of freedom fighters, poor people and others hurt by empire, on their way to the center of political and economic power, on their way to declare no justice, no peace. What do we want? Health care. When do we want it now? What do we want? Clean air. When do we want it now? And as the story goes, some of the authorities start getting worried. What if this protest is sustained? What if these people continue to raise their voices and build power? They say to Jesus in Luke 19, "Teacher, order your disciples to stop." But he answered, "I tell you, if these were silent, the stones would shout out." Some shouting on these streets. That we will not be silent anymore, and we will cry out. On June 18th, the very foundations of this nation will tremble as we build a third reconstruction. Last week was the anniversary of the crucifixion of Reverend Dr. King, who had a message for this moment. He said, "I believe there is only one dignified, sincere, effective method of working with the poor who exist from day to day in wretched and miserable conditions. You cannot work over them. You cannot work around them. You cannot work for them. You must work with them." And so we, the poor, the low-wage, the underinsured, clergy, young, old, queer, straight, we are gathered to demonstrate the power of the poor, banding together, demanding that this country change for the better, to call for a radical redistribution of political and economic power, to build bidding on food prices. As families